Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Innovation and Better Regulation. Will the government protect strata communities by ensuring owners' corporations have the ability to permit, limit and set conditions on short-term letting in their buildings?
Thank you. For Minister for Innovation and
You've
Better
already got it
Regulation.
scripted there, Matt.
Can I thank the excellent member for Sydney for his question?
Oh, you love him. You love
I
him.
acknowledge his very keen interest in this matter and his commitment to getting a great outcome for his community, as he always does.
Challenge of the charm between
I
the two
also
of you.
acknowledge that his electorate is particularly attractive to property owners and residents
Member for Cobra.
and holiday makers who make a deal in relation to short-term letting. Madam Speaker, this is a very complex issue. On the one hand, we have property owners and residents who want to make money from their home, and on the other hand, we have other residents who are indeed entitled to peace and security in their own home. As the member for Sydney knows, the government is considering the findings of the recent parliamentary inquiry, otherwise known as the Coure inquiry, into short-term letting, and will respond next month.
Order. Minister has the call.
And as the member identified, my role in that response as Minister responsible for strata schemes relates to what power may be given to owners' corporations to allow control or prohibit short-term letting in their buildings. Madam Speaker, approximately 25% of the population of Greater Sydney lives in a strata title scheme, and it's estimated that by 2040, half of all of Sydney will live in Sydney's residential accommodation will be strata titled.
And very insecure.
There are currently around 75,000 strata title schemes registered in New South Wales, with over 100 more schemes being registered every month. The vast majority of these are residential schemes. In the short time I have had ministerial responsibility for this area, I've spoken to many people about short-term rentals. I'm meeting with the Owners Corporation Network in the near future, and like many in this place, I'm sure the member for Bankstown as well, I'm a keen reader of Jimmy Thompson, who writes for the Sydney Morning Herald on the issue of strata. And unsurprisingly, he's very popular in this place. He's very well read. He's one of the best writers in the Sydney Morning Herald. And unsurprisingly, Mr Thompson's website, Flat Chat, has given significant coverage to the issue around short-term letting. So I was especially interested in his observation that while proponents of short-term letting talk up in its place in the sharing economy, people who live in a strata scheme are already living in their own sharing economy. So strata scheme residents share common facilities, responsibilities and bills. So, Madam Speaker, I want to assure the member for Sydney that we take very seriously the need to protect people's rights to the quiet enjoyment of their own home. And we understand that running an owners' corporation can be hard work, and we certainly don't want to unnecessarily increase that workload. We also understand that short-term letting, if properly managed and respected by all parties, can be a boost to the local economy. It can fill a void in accommodation, it can increase tourist spending, and it can potentially be a nice little earner for a property owner or a resident. So let me just say to the member for Sydney, I know you want more detail and quickly. I can assure you that these issues are front of mind for the government, and our response to the parliamentary inquiry, the Coure inquiry, will be sound, thoughtful and comprehensive. So can I thank him for his advocacy on behalf of his community. I'm very interested in this issue myself, and we'll be working closely with you to get a great outcome.